meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. So, before we begin, just want to say it's really great meeting you. I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you.
I also want to go over, just before we dig in, confidentiality. You know, this is a safe place, so everything we say in here, it's only between you and I. The only time or under any circumstance I would break that confidentiality is if there's any harm that you might do to yourself, somebody else. So just, other than that, everything else is between you and I. So I just want to sign that we talked about that. We both agree. Thank you. All right, so let's start. So what brings you today?
Just to say it clear out, I'm pregnant.
Okay.
And I'm just really worried what that's gonna bring. My family doesn't know. I'm 18 years old. And well, I'm kind of stuck.
Okay. So, do you know yet how far along you are?
I'm 2 months.
Okay. So right now it's still the point where no one really knows except you.
Yeah.
Okay. So your family doesn't know yet. What about the father? Is he?
He's not in the picture.
He's not in the picture. Okay. So tell me a little bit about him. What's going on with him?
Well, honestly, I don't really know him. I'm not with anybody serious, so
Okay.
I kind of just hooked up.
Okay.
And, unfortunately, we did not use protection, and, here I am. So, I don't really have a way to contact him or anything, because I deleted the app, and there's no way to really, get your account. So,
okay.
He won't, even if he was going to be involved in it, even if he would have wanted to, there's no way for him to really find out.
Okay, so you mentioned an app. So you met him on a dating app?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then just to get a little back history, so you went on a date, hooked up, and then now...
So I just went over to his house.
Okay.
And one thing led to another, and we had sex, and now I'm pregnant, so...
Okay.
I don't know. It's not like we didn't even have texting, phone numbers. We were just talking on the app.
Okay.
And once you delete the app, you delete your account. So.
Okay. Wow, this sounds like a lot. You must be going through a lot. So, okay, let's go back to the app. So, I mean, do you want him to know that you're pregnant, or how are you feeling about that?
He's not the kind of guy I would want to be a father, but I don't know if that's my right. To keep him out. Not even tell him, kind of thing.
Yeah, he might deserve the right to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is there a way, maybe if you re-downloaded the app, you could get a hold of him, or is it just once it's gone, it's gone?
It's just once it's gone, because the account's through your phone, so it's its life is as long as the app's there, and then you delete it, you have to make a new account. So there's nothing to back up the saved information about it. So, because I didn't use my email or anything, it was just, the app.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about the pregnancy. How are you feeling? Is this something that you think you're going to go through with, or have you looked into options? You are 18. Have you looked into adoption or any other choices? Or
I don't want to adopt or have my child be adopted or get an abortion or anything like that. It's against my belief, and I take responsibility for it. I know it could have been done a lot smarter, and I just, I don't want to look at this child like it's a lesson, but at the same time, that's kind of what it is. So, at least for this time being. So.
Okay. So it sounds like you've made your mind up. You're going to keep the baby, you're going to go through with it. Right now you're just at the point where you're scared to tell your family what happened and how they're going to react. Okay, so are you close with your family? Tell me a little bit about your family history.
Well, I'm close with my mom, I guess. She's kind of distant, but we can talk and have fun, and Like, so I know she'll support me and be there for me.
That's good.
It's
So you have a
just,
close relationship with her.
yeah, I'm not comfortable telling her though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I know she'll support me once I do tell her, but it's just for the meantime of just, you know.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
it seems like you're just a little scared to tell her. Is that right?
I think so.
Are you going a little bit about that? Are you afraid she's going to be disappointed or angry or?
I think she knows it's not the path I wanted to be on right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot I want to do with college and with saving money, and having a baby kind of throws a wrench in both of those plans.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she'll just mostly be sad for me. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm technically an adult, so I guess like she can't really be that upset with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
So about your mom, do you think she is gonna let you continue living there now that you're pregnant? Is that a concern you have, or?
No, she'll support me. She'll be there for me. It's just a matter of actually telling her the news,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it becomes real when other people know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So right now, because nobody does know about you, like, or except you, you're still kind of not truly real yet.
Yeah.
We're still
like I don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen. You know, I could lose the baby, and I'm kind of just wanting to wait until it's like, you know, real. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So.
Okay. So do you kind of know maybe how you want to go about telling her? Have you thought much about that?
I think kind of just how I told you, I guess. Like, just come out with it and try to convince her that there are things I'm going to do to be able to be okay with it. And, you know, just tell her I have a plan kind of thing, even though I don't really have a plan.
Well, you know, Miranda, I really commend your strength. That you already seem, to me, you have a plan. You know you want to keep the baby. You know you want to continue with the plans you had originally, which was to go to college. You know, one day I'm sure you want to get a good job. So having, you know, a baby, it doesn't have to stop those plans. Yes, it will be more challenging, but it doesn't have to stop it altogether. You know, feeling scared, I don't have kids of my own, but I'm sure every mother goes through that in the beginning. It's scary, you know, it's an unknown. It's with a guy that you don't even know how to get in contact with. That can be scary. Okay, so what about the
I think my dad would be very mad though.
why do you say that?
Well, he's not so understanding as my mom is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he'll just kind of blame me for my mistake. And, I don't know, I'm also worried about, like, how many fights my mom and dad will get into because of my mistake. Because my mom will be more defensive about me. And he'll be more, you know, judgmental.
So on top of the fear you have about already telling them the pregnancy, you're worried you're going to cause problems between the two of them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what is your dad, you know, why are you so afraid to tell him over your mom? Just the understanding? And
well, I'm hoping that my mom will tell him so I don't have to.
Make it a little easier.
Yeah, I know that's not really commendable, but I think just because he'll, like I said, he'll jump at judgments and not be so, you know.
Yeah, make you feel bad about how you're
something I'm already feeling bad about. Like, I know what I did. He doesn't have to remind me about what I did. I just, you know, I want to tell him so he knows. Because I feel like he'd be more upset if the baby comes out one day and he was, you know, he
Wasn't
finds out
aware.
other ways.
Yeah.
So,
Well, maybe, that's something when you do finally sit down and tell your mom, about what's going on with you. Maybe you could let her know your feelings about your father and how you are really scared to tell him because of the judgment you're afraid he's going to have on you.
yeah.
And, it could maybe be you both decide that you're going to tell him together, or you do just ask your mom to tell him for you, or, it could be something that you do discuss with her. Because it sounds like you're already scared and nervous about what's going on, that the stress of telling your dad is just another worry that you don't really want to be having. You have so much on your plate already. That's the last thing you want to add on top of it.
Yeah.
So I do just want to go back a little bit about the father. Do you think that you're going to try to let him know, or what do you think you're going to do about that?
I think he only wanted to hook up and call it good. So, I mean, maybe I'm doing him a favor not telling him about it. Maybe I'm just telling myself that as an excuse for not telling him. But the fact that the dad's not in the picture and that I won't have money to support everything, I think that's an added stress and kind of might be one of the reasons why I would consider calling him, I guess. Well, not calling him because I don't have his number, but like trying to
find a way to get a hold of him. Or okay, so do you currently work right now?
I don't, because I'm trying to do school. Well, I'm doing online classes right now, but I don't know, I live with my parents, and there's not really a need for the extra money, so.
Well, yeah, I know you said that your parents will probably continue to let you live there with the baby, so that's really good that you have somewhere to go. And, so with the job, I mean, would you even really want to go get a job, or you said you're not really too concerned with the money?
I would if I wasn't pregnant, I think, because, well, then again, I wouldn't know that I would need the money, but my main issue is I wouldn't need it if it wasn't for this baby, and there's not really a point in going and getting one when I know I'll have to, a lot of people won't cover pregnancy leave and unless you've worked with them for a while, so,
yeah. Well, it sounds like, the job doesn't seem to be too big of a concern right now. Right now, it's just, you're dealing with just finding out you're pregnant. You're, haven't told anybody yet. Nobody knows. So you just kind of want to, figure out how you're going to tell your mom, your dad, possibly tell the father of the child if that, if you can get around to finding out, how to even get a hold of him. That's a lot to be dealing with.
Yeah.
So what about your friends? Do you have any friends you talk to? Do any of them know about this, or what's going on with that?
I told Chelsea. She's one of my friends, but a lot of my other ones I feel like would just judge me. So I mainly told her because.
Oh, so Chelsea does know?
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
But my other friends don't.
Okay. And you trust Chelsea to keep that between you two?
I don't know, like, she also has a lot of problems of her own, so I feel like she's too focused in her own little world that she won't really affect me. Like, I mean, it won't benefit me or disadvantage me if she knew, so I kind of just wanted to tell somebody.
Yeah,
so.
Get everything off your chest. Okay, well, no, that's really good that you have someone that you can trust with, a secret that's this big for you right now.
Yeah.
So do you have, maybe we can discuss some goals on how you want to go about telling your mom and dad. That seems to be right now, what's really stressing you out about, just finding out, well, on top of just finding out that you're pregnant is how you're going to go tell two of, your mother and father. That's huge. So how do you think you want to maybe go about telling your mom? Like, what are ways you feel maybe comfortable about telling her? Or is it something you even think you're ready for?
I don't know how much longer I have to like get ready for. I don't think it's something I'll ever be ready for.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, that's okay. We don't have to discuss the goals right now. We can maybe next week, let everything settle in another week, and then next week when we come together, maybe we can go over some goals then on how to go about telling your mom and go about telling your father. Right now, let's just focus on you and how you're feeling. We don't have to do goals today. So, Miranda, I know you said finishing school is really important to you. So, do you have any plans to, have you thought about what you're going to do after you have the baby? Because you're still going to be in school, so just what's it?
yeah. That's kind of still up in the air. I think with school, I might still be able to do it online, but maybe drop a course load or like a little bit, like drop a class or two.
Just not take such a full load.
Yeah, so have maybe 1 or 2 classes instead of like 4. And then it kind of depends, I guess, on how my parents react, because I don't want to be punished every day for what I did. And if they make, having the baby really difficult for me when I'm trying to take care of it too, I don't think living with my parents would be a good idea. So,
So what do you mean by being punished? Do you think they might punish you for having a baby while you're trying to go to school?
I mean, like, I know my dad's not going to be happy about it, and like I said, my mom will probably be supporting, but not happy about it. And I think, like, when they know, and like, say, just waking up, getting the baby ready and everything, making the little comments like, well, you could be doing this if you didn't have a baby, and like, oh, you spent this much money on this, well, you didn't have to if you didn't have a baby, kind of talk, so that kind of stuff, that would make me feel bad. So if that kind of atmosphere were to happen, I don't think it'd be good for me or my baby to be in the house. So I guess my future with living arrangements kind of has yet to be seen.
Okay, so that's still, you're just going to kind of take it, day by day, how they react to you being pregnant, how they react once the baby's here, if they are, accepting of you and the baby or make you feel guilty for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's just something, at least right now you have a plan. You know you're going to be able to stay there, so that's really important. What else do you think, your future holds for you?
Well, I know it's hard for single mothers to get out there and find a man, but I mean, I do hope that one day I will have a guy in my life who will take care of my kid too. So, just a lot of it. Like, I want to have a house. I want to have the husband. I want to have more kids, but later on, of course, and finish college. And just all of that might have to be pushed off a little bit on the timeline. But, I think they could still be achievable,
Yeah, they definitely can. And the fact that you see this bright future ahead and you know that you're not going to let this baby stop you from having this future you want, that's a really strong skill to have.